I am right now with a human being slash international superstar, Lipa. Hello there.
Hello.
How's it going?
Yes, very well, thank you. How are you?
Perfect. I'm sitting right next to
Great.
you. So my name is Alvi. I'm from Prambors Radio, and yeah, it's an amazing opportunity. Thank you for sitting down with me.
Of course.
First of all, I've interviewed you 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was an upcoming for your show, Studio 2054.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on that day, you also performed at the Grammys for Levitating.
Oh my
And
gosh.
you got
There was a lot happening on that
yeah,
day.
that's why. It's been 2 years, so how's it going? Anything fun? Anything new? It's been 2 whole years. I just want to know the update.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been busy, I
Yeah.
have to say.
Yeah.
Since we last spoke, it's been busy, but all really good things. Yeah, and I can't believe, 2 years ago we were talking about levitating and performing, doing
Where
Studio
you were
2054. I was getting
literally
ready for
levitating.
I was literally levitating.
Mhm.
And now I'm kind of getting ready for, not kind of, but I'm deep in it. I'm getting ready for my new album.
That's good to
So
hear.
lots has been happening
That is
in
good
2
to
years,
hear.
but I'm glad we're here.
Yeah, so am I. I'm happier than you are probably. So how's your fan so far?
It's been amazing.
Mhm.
I love it here. Like any excuse to come down to Tokyo, I'm all in.
I mean, you're a big fan of food. You're
I
a
am.
foodie,
I am.
right?
Yes.
In the UK, you like fish and chips. Here, what do you like?
Here, what do I like?
Yeah.
I like everything. I like the sushi. I like the ramen. I went to an Italian-Japanese spot the other night, which was unreal. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm always up for exploring and discovering new places.
Of course.
And like, if someone's recommending that there's good food somewhere, I'm there.
Yeah, you're down. You're down for food.
Definitely.
You're a big foodie. So we are here actually to talk about Dua's latest album, single. My apologies. It's Houdini. My bad. My apologies. So congratulations on Houdini.
We'll get to that point.
We'll get to that
We'll
point
do that
later
in
on.
In another
interview. My apologies. It's Houdini. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You've been working on it since last November, if I'm not mistaken. I
Yeah.
saw your interview. You've been working on it in the studio with Kevin since last November.
Yes.
So how are you happy with the final result?
Oh, I'm so happy. I mean, even when we worked on it, like you said, and it was November 24th, something like that. Just because, and the reason I know it is because I have it all written down. But the initial on the first day, like the initial, like the basis of the whole song we made within the first kind of 2 hours, and although it changed a little bit, like the melody stayed the same. A lot of the production just got amped up in different ways, and of course then the middle 8 part and the bridge kind of gave it a whole new depth of life, I guess. But for the most part, the song didn't change so much, so it kept its true essence. But I think where it's come to now is much better than I ever expected.
So really happy about it.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm very happy about
Released
it.
just a couple of weeks ago. So one surprising thing, you work with Kevin Parker, Tame Impala, big fan of him too. So can you walk us through of how all of that happened?
Yeah, well, like you said, big fan of his.
Yes.
And to be honest, I feel like maybe I planted the seed when it was like 2018. I remember just like some people dug up an old article where I had said that it was a massive dream of mine to work with Kevin Parker and Tame Impala on something.
Did he actually saw it? Did he get the energy?
He saw it. He saw it later. Like I did say to him in the studio, I was like, I did manifest this.
Yeah. Manifesting. It's true.
But it was, I don't know, it was just always in my dream board of people I wanted to work with, and for some reason I just really, I had it in my mind that it was going to be for my 3rd album. I don't know why, I felt it. And so when I asked Kevin, we reached out to just see if he wanted to come down to the studio. He was up for it, and he came down to London and we worked together for a week. And in that first week we worked really, really well together.
Yeah.
And we got a few songs that we all really loved. And then I was like, okay, like, do you want to do some more? Should we keep writing? And we kept it going, and it was great. It's just
so
the whole experience.
You manifested it years and years and years ago, and it finally happened. So you believe in the power of manifesting then?
I just
how do you think powerful manifesting is?
I think, manifestation, yes, I think saying things out loud for sure, but you have to, like, work towards them. I don't know, I also felt like I needed to be deserving of working with someone, like Kevin at the place where he's at, and I wanted to be in a place where I felt really confident in my craft, to be able to, I don't know, grow and learn in a room like that. And of course, like, we can't forget Danny Hall, who I'm such a fan of, and Tobias Jesso Jr. and Caroline Aylan, who I got to work with on this as well. Like, just, I guess, being in a room with so many talented individuals, and also being able to, be myself and speak and write about my own experiences. I don't know.
It's about that age, 28, 29. You can experience things in life.
You become like, I'm so much more confident and comfortable in myself and who I am that I wasn't before. I was learning to be myself in different ways, and who I was, especially as an artist, as a songwriter, and
even as a human being.
And even as a human being, of course, you're constantly learning. And I think, I don't know, just getting older is cool, and you learn more about yourself. And I felt like I could really just hold my own ground in a room filled with, like, musical giants.
Yeah, you feel like you belong there too.
I felt like I could hold my own space there too. Yeah.
Of course, you are Dua Lipa. Of course you could. Speaking about growing personally, growing as a human being, as a musician, your music is also growing. So for this single, Houdini, you're a bit more psychedelic.
Yes.
Right. Than your other song before. So what made you go into this more psychedelic kind of genre, music-wise?
I think for me, like, when I kind of started diving into the psychedelic genre, it was really, first of all, I wanted to grow sonically. I feel like Houdini was a good bridge from future nostalgia into the new era, and from what people are going to hear from me, what's coming up next. I think, like, the feeling of touring for a whole year really rubbed off on me. The way that the songs sounded when they were performed live, the instrumentation behind it, the real energy of, I don't know, feeling the music really. And so I really wanted the live instrumentation. I also feel like that really lent into, like, the mix between, like, the synthy sounds and alongside the organic instruments, live instruments. I wanting those to be really prevalent in the music throughout was really important to me. I think also the way that the whole album was made, which felt like a band, which felt reminiscent of a psychedelic era as well in itself, lent itself to that. I don't know, I think it took me a long time to get to that place, and I feel like I have to, like, write myself into where I'm heading next. It always happens like that. Like, I always have to write a lot to get to a moment where I go, okay, I've got it, or I'm on the right track, or I'm heading somewhere. Like, it's never an instant thing. Yeah. So where it's gone now into the psychedelic era happened very naturally over quite a long period of time. I guess Future Nostalgia came out 3 years ago. I started writing for this album in 2021. I only felt like I was getting somewhere halfway through last year. So I finished the album in June, July of this year. And so now it's soon to belong to everyone else.
Soon to be out there.
Yeah, soon to be out there.
Very soon. You have a super busy schedule, right? Let's walk through a day in the life of Dua Lipa.
Well, I I guess when I'm jet lagged, I wake up really early, so I'm probably up around 6:30. If I was home in London and work didn't start until later, I'd probably sleep until 8, maybe 9.
Yep.
Really depends on how busy my day is. But anyway, jet lag, wake up 6:30. I get up, I have a coffee, I do yoga, and then I kind of just start getting ready for a work day.
Yeah.
And that probably goes on up until, I don't know, 8 p.m.
Do you have any free time?
p.m. Yeah, and then 8 p.m. I get out for dinner.
Oh, that's your free time.
Look, I really prioritize, like, dinner's my favorite meal
Time
of the
of
day.
the day.
Yeah.
Okay, dinner.
It's my favorite. I love it. It's like the end of the day. I get to like go and have a good
what's
meal.
dinner on your mind right now? What's for dinner tonight?
Sushi.
Sushi.
For sure.
Can't go wrong with sushi.
Can't go wrong with sushi. But yeah, and then like after a long day, I like to go hang out with friends, have some dinner, have a drink, chill, and then the same thing happens all over again.
That's
but
a
I
great
think
routine.
as long as I prioritize like a little bit of time in the morning, which is yoga for me, and then
Yeah.
in the evening to be social, hang out with friends, family, whatever, I'm good to go. That's all I need.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Still speaking of food, so you're Albanian.
Yes.
Tell us your favorite Albanian food then.
Similar to a lot of food in the Balkans, and I think everywhere in the Balkans has their own kind of version of it. But it's my favorite is pita, which is a spinach and cheese pie.
Yep.
Yeah. Every country, I guess, in that region has their own version, but the way my mum makes it is my favorite.
You know, mother's cooking is always the best.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So you've been to Indonesia before,
Yes.
right? Back in, I guess, 2017. So is there anything that you want to say to your fans in Indonesia?
Yeah, I just want to say I love you guys, and I'm going to come back soon and come and see you. And just thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the love and the support.